I think Paula has mentioned the concept of music. When I first started choreographing, like most choreographers, I did use music until I actually was doing some reading and studying history, which I like to do, and realized that, you know, when dance was kind of being invented, meaning when it was coming into a sense of society uniform in the royal courts of Europe, normally a king sent for a choreographer, and the choreographer would choreograph a dance, no music. And after the dance was done, then they would send for a composer, you know, Amadeus. He would look at it, he would go away, he'd come back with a symphony, and it would normally be about 5-6 hours because they had no TV. And he would write some incredible score, and then they would be put together, and they'd put it on the stage, and that's what would happen. And so what I started doing nearly 20 or so years ago was I stopped using music. Whenever I choreograph as an individual literary, and I'm writing out my story with movement. And I can be very, very methodical and critical sometimes about what that movement is. And I teach the movement in the form of a song versus a dance, which I call the choreographer song. Learn a brother song? Learn a brother dance. If you learn a brother song, then you're going to learn a brother dance. And it makes it easier than getting tied to this thing called a number. What count is that on? Half the time, half the focus gets lost in trying to remember the number they should be moving to. But, as in Africa, the drum don't got no number, it just has a beat, you know? Boom, 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 boom. And it starts to make something very visceral take place. And so that's what I normally do. If I wanted to choreograph in a triplet in a third, I'm a and I'll use all these different pitches, and that pitch gives a little flavor to it. They're all like, ooh. And so I start to get these extra little returns from the dancer, and it makes it incredibly memorable. So then after that, they will learn the song, and they'll learn the dance. And then I will say to them, regardless of what music you dance to, you never dance to the music, you dance to my song. So they hold that form, and then within the midst of that, we find accidental places where the music and my song meet. And that's when the audience gets to take an exhale. I call that an accidental. Audience is like, and it's great because it's off-colored. Sometimes it's not perfectly, you know, maligned or aligned with the music. It makes it interesting, and I don't have to sit back and try to be, you know, Amadeus. You know, I'm just like, and people go, oh, I love that, and I'm like, you'll never see it again. You know, it's really, it makes it quite nice.